Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is, what day is it? Friday, February 19th. We are scooting right on through, we're actually getting towards the end of February here. So, you know what that means? Spring is right around the corner. And spring, for many of us, means the start of washing season. So that's always exciting too. And that's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about this morning is that washing season is imminently upon us. Now's a great time if you're considering, getting into this industry. If you want a little brush up on a few things, just what an awesome time to get out there and do it. Hey, good morning, guys. I see that people are joining in. Yeah, if y'all will give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Subscribe to the Spray Wash channel here on YouTube, on Facebook. Get out there and go over to YouTube and subscribe there too. So what I just want to talk about this morning is a couple of cool little things going on. I fly out for Houston today. I am going to Ice Station, Texas, which is probably insane. But we got a really cool little event. Let me go over and show you this screen here. So Doug Rucker, Pat Clark, and I teamed up. And we're going to be teaching at the Doug Rucker School in Kingswood, Texas. I think this class is at capacity. I'm not 100%. We may have sold out at this point, but pressurecleaningschool.com is where to, I love you, Bobby. It's where to join us at to get information. Me, Doug Rucker, Pat Clark. And it was funny because this popped up in our memories from about 4 years ago. And Doug called me and Pat recently and said, you know what? We had an absolutely awesome event a few years ago when we did this. Let's get out here and do it again. So we'll be at a hotel. I think we're limited to 30 people for social distancing. We'll be going over the cleaning process, the sales process, talking about government contracting, talking about commercial bidding, really my specialty out there. We'll be walking the hotel and actually saying, hey, here's what we need to look at on bidding this. This is what actually is important about, things to look at on this, on the property like this. So again, that's, I have no idea what I just did to my screen here. Here we go. Hey, not all that techy. But again, pressurecleaningschool.com. That's Doug Rucker's page. You can find out more information. Hey, good morning, Corey. Hope you are doing well. Somebody else said they'll see me tonight. I don't know who that is because your name's not showing up. But awesome school. Man, if you ever wanted a kickstart in your washing career or one of the best, refreshers ever, seeing Doug and Pat are absolutely amazing. Both of them have very successful businesses. I guess I'm there for ballast, but really, kind of cool to get included with that company. But two awesome instructors and me. That's going to be a really cool school there. Then, if you're not in Houston, let's say you're someplace warm, like I don't know, the Northeast, Pennsylvania. Power Wash Store has an event coming up here. That's at the end of the month, and that's going to be at the Power Wash Store in York, Pennsylvania, with my very good friends Eric and Lisa Seitz, February 26th and 27th. On the 26th, we're actually doing our plant and property course. So our plant and property course, and you can find that at plantandpropertyprotection.com. That's a separate course that actually has a fee, tuition to sign up on that. But then on the 27th, the York, PA event, Eric and Lisa Seitz, they're at the pressure wash store, and that's where the plant and property will be as well. Please pre-register for that. You can register powerwashstorepa.com. I've got the phone number up on the screen for them. Feel free to give them a call. I understand we've got Rob Anderson is there. Tanya Burke is going to be there. She knows a thing or two about selling and customer service. Nathan Red Elf's going to be there with Agent Clean Solutions. That guy's pretty smart on the whole chemical thing. You know, Rob was Mr. YouTube marketing before all of these YouTube marketing guys got out there. So kind of a cool lineup. And if I'm missing anybody, Doug Gore. How could I miss that? My co-teacher and partner in plant and property protection. So he'll be actually teaching the class with me there. He's the one who we wrote this class together. We really start talking about, and everybody thinks it's about plant and property protection, which it very much is. But one of the things that we like to do in there is really get into the psychology of scientific sales with your customers. Because when you're able to go there to your customer and say, wow, you have Hardy board siding on your house. This is made by James Hardy. Did you know that James Hardy actually said that you're supposed to soft wash this with bleach? They specifically say, do not wash this at more than 1500 PSI. Do not use an acid on this product. Same thing with Drive It. Same thing with any of the substrates that we're going to wash. Guys, get out there and research it. I mean, it's incumbent upon you as a professional to understand what it is you're washing. I was in one of the forums just the other day, like 2 days ago. I'm probably kicked out at this point because I made the comment of somebody said, hey, can I use bleach on a Trex deck? And there were all these, yeah, man, yeah, whoa, sure, Well, no, you can't. If Everett Abrams is out there, who's probably the undisputed expert, top line level expert of Trex decking. I mean, he's forgotten more about Trex than most of us will ever know. Trex has different generations. Some of the generations specifically forbid the use of bleach on there, and they forbid the use of certain pressures on it. This is anybody watching this video. This is one of my problems, and one of the reasons I'm trying to get more active out here with more digital stuff, because I'm really tired of the horrific information that you see out here online. I mean, there is awful information. And qualify the groups where you get the information from, and qualify the people where you're getting the information from. Because you go into a group, and I mean, we try to moderate, Spray Wash Academy. We really try to moderate it. I don't really have a way of moderating YouTube, but people will have sub conversations on there, and it's just, you don't know who's answering you. You don't know if this person is qualified or not. We've removed people from the academy before, and it's like, why'd you kick me out? Well, because you're giving bad information. Well, I just like to start shit. Was literally, one dude's, I just really like to start shit, man. Well, I don't want you in my place starting crap. I mean, it's not kosher, especially bad information. Kent Holmes is saying it was worth the time and cost. Well, thank you very much, Kent. I hope it was a useful class. But yeah, this is where I want to go on this, what I talked about a minute ago. It's more than just understanding what it is we're washing. It's now where the real money is, where the why we get paid the expert rate is now taking that information and turning it to what the customers care about. I mean, not only are we assured and more confident and qualified in what we're doing, but now we take this information, this little kernel of information, and we understand how to sell this to the customers. We understand what the customer's concern might be. We can actually say things that the customers never thought about and things that the other washers who have been there have never told them. You know, whenever you start dropping the knowledge bombs on them of Hardie should not be at 1500 PSI and you should stay 6 feet away from it and you should use a, you know, bleach-based product to clean it, it's, you know, especially whenever the guy who's gone out there to somebody and bought his 4200 PSI pressure washer and is bragging, man, I can clean that. I got 4200 PSI. Well, the customer is like, wait a minute. That guy just said, you know, it's not about the pressure. It's not about the pressure. When we can start telling these homeowners about the salt and why it's important for us to neutralize. Other people aren't doing this. Other people aren't doing this. The truth seeker, you're so right. It's amazing what you can find out by reading the manufacturer's suggestions. Just most people don't do that. They want an easy button and click, you know, I'm going to go ask a Facebook group. I'm going to go ask YouTube. No, go out and talk to the manufacturers. Go out and, yeah, it is so easy nowadays with the, you know, with the internet right here. I mean, sitting on my desktop, here's, you know, on my desktop right here, I'm just opening up documents. Steep slope technical, you know, it's the technical bulletin on GAF elk. Elk shingles there. That's a sole source justification. Never mind. But it's just here, right here. The ARMA technical bulletin. All of this information is so out there and just so at our fingertips now. There's no reason to go in here and just say, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, Facebook, tell me how. Bobby just calls Ray. And that's actually something, you know, with the Spray Wash Pro, the members actually have a pipeline to me and Doug. So, not there to plug that, but no, it's we're happy to help our members. I mean, you know, we want to see, again, we don't want to see people succeed in this industry. I want to see people absolutely thrive in this industry. Everybody has a place. Yeah, everybody has a place. I'm never threatened by the lower priced guys, the $99 guys. You know, they certainly have a place in the industry. I know it can be very annoying to see good business go to them. And it does hurt the market. But again, I'm setting my sights on going after these higher prices. People who've heard me speak before in public have certainly heard me say this. I'll say it again here. It's Western Sizzlin', Ruth's Chris. They both sell meat, right? They both sell meat. Western Sizzlin, Ruth's Chris. I think I got those messed up. So at Western Sizzlin, I go in and I pay $14.99 for an all-you-can-eat meat fest. And whenever I leave, I'm kind of disgusted with myself. At Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, I go in and pay $150 per person for a meal with white tablecloth service, a waiter at my beck and call. And I'm literally can't wait to go back to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I'm planning like the next time when I can afford the next special event, the next celebration, when I'm going to be in a town with Ruth's Chris and I can go back there. They both sell meat. They both sell steak. They both have places in the market. I'd rather be Ruth's Chris than Golden Corral. It's the Mercedes versus the Kia argument, you know? It's the Mercedes versus Kia. Let's see here. Any thoughts on courses for sale by YouTube guys? Any feedback from guys that have bought them? I actually do have a little bit of feedback on there. You know, I think there's good ones out there. I think there's bad ones out there. I've talked to a couple of people who said, you know, they've purchased some of them. There's some great ones. I know, like that, you know, a business toolkit is fantastic. I know some guys took some basic, you know, how to wash things that was, he said, you know, taught them enough to not destroy a house. But I think any program you buy, any program you buy, I'm sorry, that was a great comment. Any program you buy, if the basis of that program is extracting money from you over and over and over again for advertisement, for running your Facebook ads, for running your Google AdSense, and the person is just like on you like a tick on a hound dog, then you've not bought a training program, but you've bought an advertising program that probably doesn't have a bottom limit on there, is my thoughts on there, Bobby. Oh, you know, Jason Allen, and if you just join us, Jason, that is absolutely a great analogy right there versus the Ruth's Chris, Golden Corral, right in the middle, right about here where the nose is, Texas Roadhouse. Fun, dependable, you know what you're getting, pretty good steak, kind of like an Outback, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, absolutely a great place in the market to be because you can hit the highers, you can hit the lowers, you know? But it's all market segmenting. Oh, I got Jason busting my chaps. I am getting kind of old and looking like a Golden Corral. You know, I'm actually looking, Jason, I'm looking like one of those Western Sizzlins that actually got closed down and then converted into a Chinese super buffet. That's really what I'm looking like these days. You know, the kind where they didn't even swap out the carpet or anything. They just stuck the buffet racks on there. They hung the all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet banner over the Western Sizzlin sign outside. That's me. That is me. Oh, Lordy. Well, guys, I hope for anybody that you know, came in late, we're just talking about events. Houston this weekend, I think we're sold out, but go to Pressure Washing School. Pat Clark, Doug Rucker, Ray Burke, 2-day course, and just us getting into the meat and taters of washing and selling selling washing. And then next week, we have got the plant and property protection class. And not only the plant and property protection class, that's in York, PA. And we have the open house for the Power Wash store in York, PA. So that's February 26th for plant and property, February 27 for the open house at York, PA. Oh man, people are just giving me grief on here. Pulls a chair right after the buffet. Dang right. I'm just gonna sit right here. Right here. I'm gonna sit. Bring that steak out. All right, guys. Y'all have an awesome Friday. If you're washing, wash on. If you're not washing, mark it on. Get out there. True Seeker, you know what? I got to talk to the guys at Power Wash Nashville. I think there's probably pretty good chance that we will do it there. I need to talk to those guys. I don't know when their open house is planned out, but keep following. I'll get an update on that. Something else, I'll leave y'all with this thought. I know a lot of the country is snowed in and frozen in. You can't, it's a beautiful thing about running your own business. You can be out there marketing yourself. You can be out there working on your blog posts. You can be out there writing articles, and you can be out. Bobby, I know I got to do that, but you can be out. On our Blogger. I use Blogger on mine. I'll go and I'll write articles, 3 and 4 articles, months ahead of time. Whenever I have some downtime out there, whenever I'm feeling creative. These are the things that we're doing, get your door hangers ordered, if you do clip flyers, get your clip flyers ordered right now. Get out there, work on keywords, do market research, learn. Don't get out on Facebook and fight with people. Exactly. Dougie is saying, don't sit on your ass doing nothing during these frozen times. There's always something to do. One of my favorite quotes is, if it is to be, it's up to me. And it's true. If it is to be, it's up to me. So you got to get out there and make it happen yourself. Nobody's selling you a success package. Nobody promising you results for spending a stimulus check. Nobody promising results for hey, do your ads with me. Nobody can promise you results. Thad just said, hey, there's a lot more to a successful washing business than washing. Amen, brother. In fact, I'd almost say that the washing is the washing becomes the easy part of the business. The washing really is the easy part of the business. Be like Bert. That must be Scott. Scott was showing me some pictures of a fish farm that he was cleaning. That's a pretty cool little gig that he got there. Education without action is just entertainment. You are absolutely correct, Mr. Rucker. You are absolutely correct. I will be seeing you in a few hours, sir. Chuck saying snowed in and he's working on systems and processes. Absolutely. This is a great time of the year to call other people that you know and respect, or shoot them an email. Talk about, hey, what kind of checklist do you have for your truck? Hey, what are you doing for marketing? Hey, what are you doing for this or that and the other, I mean, there's somebody that you've talked to online that you're like, yeah, I kind of like his sense of humor, or, oh, you make sense, or something like that. Get out there. Get out there and talk to some of these guys, so much better than sitting there fussing on forums about things, because you know where that gets you. Oh, I'm going to go argue with somebody on the internet. Why would you argue with anybody that you can remove from your life with a click of a mouse? I used to get bent out of shape about people on forums. Click. No more upset. This might even be a good time to plug. Thad made this comment. The Huge Convention, one of my absolute favorite conventions of all times. That convention, Thad Eckhoff, was the onus for us writing the plant and property protection class, because we want to do something amazing at the Huge Convention, and he convinced us to do it. Now's a great time to get your tickets for the Huge Convention. Bobby Walker's out there. In fact, let's even put it right here so everybody can see it. The hugeconvention.com. There it is, thehugeconvention.com. Believe this is in August. I believe it is in the city of Atlanta, Georgia this year. Prices tend to go up the closer they get. They've already had one increase in the prices. Go to the Huge Convention. The Huge Convention is business. It's all about business. It's amazing. 1,500 to 2,000 washers out there. You'll have one of the industry's largest trade show. You'll have the vendors there. You'll have 2 days of classes, then the pre-show education. It's just absolutely amazing. If you haven't been to that, it will change your life. If you listen to the edge, if you listen to a quarter, a tenth of the education you get at the Huge Convention and apply it, it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. I heard one guy, was, he was a notorious troublemaker on the boards. And I remember he came out of the Huge Convention in Atlanta and was saying, "Oh, I didn't learn nothing. That was a big waste of time and waste of money." And you went back through his Facebook feed, and he literally was at strip clubs the whole time in Atlanta. Like, I think he walked through it at one point, So I'm like, well, how did you actually learn anything if you didn't attend any of the classes? Because, you're checking in at like 5 or 6 different strip clubs, and I saw you one time and you were wasted at that point. These conventions only work for you if you actually attend. You can't just buy a ticket and expect it to be infused with knowledge. It's weird like that. Forever Self-Employed is having his 0 to 7 course. Not sure it can afford both. I don't know. If I had my choice on which one to go to, I mean, either a beginning thing or an expert level, guys, I'd go to an expert level. I'd go to an expert level class because, again, the washing part is the easy part. The business knowledge, that's the hard part to get to. And then the specific business knowledge part for our industry, to have 30, 40 speakers coming together and 2,000 washers coming together and everybody sharing their experiences at one point. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Brandon, don't settle for YouTube University thinking you can run a good business. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. You know, I use this oh, I picked up on it. I'm just being nice today, Henry. This is a kinder, gentler Ray. I'm not going to be ugly. Damn. Lost. Oh, I said this in Myrtle Beach the other day. I said, I could watch a video on brain surgery. I literally could go onto YouTube, and I bet you there's a video out there about brain surgery. I could watch it. I could understand it maybe. I would not be qualified to do brain surgery from watching a YouTube video. So what Brandon was saying, don't do it. Don't go to YouTube University. I love that term, Brandon. I love it. YouTube University. There's Mr. Flip. Good morning, Flip. I sure hope I get to see you and the lovely Miss Charlene up in Pennsylvania next week. I don't think that's too terribly far from you. So I hope I'll get to see you there. Oh, Brandon, that's my new favorite quote, brother. That is my new favorite quote. All right, my wife is calling me on the other line. I need to get off of this and get my butt to work. Wash on, guys. Y'all stay warm if you are where it's cold. I'll see you soon.